You created online offerings. You making good sales. You already good at it. You know what you're doing. But the truth is that you are the salesperson of your business and you didn't sign up to be a salesperson. You need to be the one selling right now in your IG stories and alternating maybe call to action in different posts and sending sales email to your list so they remember your offer. And the truth is that by doing this, you're not always speaking to the right people who want to buy your offer today. That's why you need a system to do the selling for you so you can unglue yourself from your Instagram stories. Hi, I'm Gwen, and I'm known as the strategy queen. I help coaches and experts grow their businesses using smart and custom strategies, evergreen sales funnel launches, affiliate system, and all of the backend stuff that actually help you to scale. And today I want to talk about something I say often because the truth is that most people ignore it. And the thing is that smart women don't sell 24/7 at least. Their system do. It's normal that you do part of the selling, okay? It is 100% normal, but you're not supposed to be having to be doing it 24/7. If you're still the one explaining your offer, warming up your audience at every single stage, all year round, answering the DMs, which can be normal, creating urgency and like handling also every single conversation manually, like really having to explain everything yourself, you are not going to be in a position of scaling, at least not fast at all. And you are more in a position of surviving. You're like doing the task of the everyday. Every day this is happening and I'm doing this as consequence and not as really behaving as a CEO. And you're doing like all of the little things, okay? And you're going to stop making sales as soon as you can't show up in your business if this is the position that you've taken until now, which obviously will happen because people get sick. You're getting sick sometimes, priorities change. Maybe you have other projects also coming up. Maybe you have another offer that you want to speak about. And so what happened to the other offer that you're not speaking about now? All of these little things. Your business can be at the center stage of your life, okay? For a little bit, but not forever. And you are not your business. Your business is an extension of you. Your business is like all of the passion, all of the things that you absolutely love doing, put in your business. And this business should be able to make sales for a few weeks, even if you're not there. You've got the offer at the moment, okay? You know how to sell it, like you have made some sales already from this offer. And you're probably already making consistent sales. Maybe not from this offer, but like from a lot of the offers. But it still depends on you. And you know it because, and that's something that I've shared a lot of the time with my clients, is like when you feel like a bit amazing, like magnetic, and your energy is so good, you feel like your frequency is like boom, sales come in. But like, what happens when it's not like this? What happens when you lose someone? What happens when you are sick? Like once, like a year ago, I had dengue. It took me like 5 months to recover. What happens when you are in a position when you can't just like, oh my God, I'm going to be a bit. Yeah. It is not something that is always just like so easy to touch this back to this frequency, back to this motivation, back to this identity of you being like so a bit so excited, so easy for you to sell, whatever it looks like. It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, I'm so excited, but you see what I mean. Like every single time you're going to take a big break, every single time you, I don't know, want to travel 2 months in the south of France, like yourself, they're going to take a break too. So it is important that you change this now, okay? Because you don't want to have to face the problem and be like, oh my God, like now I'm sick or now I want to travel and have to do all of the back end right now, because it doesn't take 2 days, okay? It can take 2 days to put like one thing at the back end of your system. And I will talk about what you can do in 2 days only like in this episode. But a lot of the things are going to take time, okay? It is a long game. And that's what we're playing here anyway. So what does it take to let your system sell for you? Let's see, like I'm going to share 4 or 5 points with you. So the first thing is to stop trying to sell. That's something that you have to do. Stop trying to sell your high ticket offer straight from Instagram. And listen to me, because there is a nuance in this, obviously. People scrolling on Instagram aren't necessarily in a buying mindset. They're scrolling on Instagram. They're looking at little cats videos. They are consuming content, okay? They're getting inspired. Yes, you should absolutely talk about your high ticket offer. So I'm not saying don't talk about your high ticket offer, you know. You should talk about your high ticket offer in your stories, but expecting people to buy just because you did post about it every day even. No. It is a long game. Most people aren't watching your stories consistently anyway. Like you might see in your stories like 50 to 300 views. And I bet like you have way more people sitting right now in your email list than the people watching your stories. And that's where your warm leads, your pool of hot leads, as I love to call them, is here. You have a pool of hot leads, okay? They're ready to have something from you and they are in your email list. So instead of pushing the sale, okay, instead of pushing from like cold and really being like direct with people, you need to go into the direction of perhaps something else, perhaps a freebie, perhaps a low ticket offer. And it's not that you can't talk about your high ticket offer, because I really believe in sharing all of your offers, even at the same time. So I believe that if it's not confusing for you, like it's not going to be confusing for them. But like my point here is to really think logically on how people buy. They do need to hear it a lot of time. Some people say like 5 times minimum, 7 times minimum. Some people say 20 times minimum. Someone will need to hear about your offer before buying. And so if you just think that you need to talk about it every day in your stories, and someone actually look at your stories once a week, is going to tag them maybe 20 weeks. Instead, if you have a system, let your email do the warming up. Okay, that's where you build trust, where you nurture them, where you build relationship, where you can position your offer properly, because people are there to actually digest a long form content. The same as right now, like you are digesting a long form content. Okay, Instagram is where you get attention. Okay, email is really where you're going to close your sales. You need a funnel that adapts to buyer behavior. So I absolutely love behavior-based funnel. Like this is so much my thing. I'm such a nerd with this. People click different things. Okay. People open different emails. They land on different pages. They look at different things. And I was even speaking like with one of my friends recently, like for her business, like we were talking about hot maps. And I don't know if you have seen that in your business, but you can even install hot maps on some of the pages on your website, and you see what people are stopping in on the sales page or on any page. Are they going out? How far do they scroll? Where do they scroll? What makes them exit from your page? So honestly, there are so many things that you can do in your business to make all of those little smart adjustments. But smart funnels really, like outside of this little hot map stuff that I shared, smart funnels, they adjust the messaging based on what they do. Okay. Not just what you hope they do. So when I build a funnel, and like in my funnel, that's exactly how it is. Depending on like, if you watch this video, you're going to go into something else. If you have clicked on this, you're going to go into something else. Okay. Not for every single email, because depending on like your email service provider, it becomes to be like insane. But you can do like very simple tweak. Okay. And 100% of my audience and the clients didn't know they could do the little tweaks that I do for them when we work together. So one lead might need urgency. Okay. Some people, that's how they react and buy. Okay. They need urgency. Another person, they might need proof. Another person, they might need another link. Your funnel should respond like you would if you were on a sales calls, if you were in a DM conversation. You need content. That's our point number 3. Okay. You need content that is going to point to your funnel, not to your DMs. So it can point to your DM to an extension, and that depends really on how you see this working for you right now. Because I see a lot of people, it's not working for them to say, comment this word or DM me this word in their DMs, because a lot of people are not ready to actually have a conversation. Okay. They want to digest the information. They want to warm up. They want to see what is inside all of the little things, and they want to do it on their own time, at their own pace. When they reach out to you, most of the time they're going to be ready to buy. So it is cool, like still have the DM me blah 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 as a CTA, but like when you have your funnel do the job, like when you're going to have a conversation with someone, like it's going to be like 3 DMs and they're going to be sold, because you didn't have to sell them into your offer. So you will have on your, let's say, Instagram content, you have perhaps a free resource. Okay. You have perhaps a free resource. And in this free resource, you're going to build a funnel. So it's going to lead to your low ticket offer. When I say you need to have the content that points to this funnel, you have to understand that you're not a content machine. You are a CEO. It's cool. You learn how to do content. Some of you have been teaching other people how to do content, and it is part of the job. If you want to have an online company, like you need to learn how to create content. create amazing content, and really content that is authentic and that your people absolutely love. Your content's job, though, is to move people into your sales system. Your content job is to move people into your sales system. If your content job is, let's say, for people to book sales calls, you probably have tons of sales calls, maybe of not qualified people. Or if you really qualified very well people in your content, you may not have a lot of sales calls. Maybe you close them, but maybe you don't have a lot of them because not many people also saw your message. So here it means that you want to stop closing every single sale manually and do the job with a funnel, do the job automatic, okay? Automatically with your words, okay? We're not like, yeah, do it with your words. And I'm going to go into this, by the way, like in the next point. You can still show up. You still have to show up. You're going to still like post your content. It's not this, okay? But the funnel is going to do the selling. Your content is going to share your personality. Your content is going to help you share like all of the things that you care about. Like, for example, this piece of content right now that you are digesting from me is helping you understand more my point of view on things, how I work, what I do with some clients, who am I, what I believe in. And at the same time, you're getting tons of value because everything I'm sharing with you, you can implement it today in your business without me if you want. Yeah. So this is really like what content is about. Okay. That's the content is about this. And it is about directing people towards something else. And I just feel like a lot of the time when the something else is a high ticket offer, it is not the easiest for people. So what I see working the best is to direct people from your content to a low ticket offer most of the time, or a free offer. And so from these two things, to have different funnels that are going to lead people towards your high ticket offers. Because if when you look at your high ticket offers, a lot of people have already bought something from you, or they already bought, like I said, the freebie is also something to sell. So you can just take it as a product also. It's just free. Number 4, you need to stop being afraid of automation. I see you like freaking out of like the automation. And honestly, the first time you're going to set up an automation, I'm not going to lie to you, it is going to be a little bit difficult. It is going to be a little bit difficult, especially if you do it yourself. Okay. But there are solutions for this. You don't have to do everything yourself. But automation doesn't mean you disappear. Okay. Don't be afraid of like this word automation. It doesn't mean like you're going to have, let's say, just ads and like fake you and like use other words. No, it's really about like when you create a piece of content, it's reusing the same messaging, reusing this messaging, what you believe in, like your authenticity. You're going to still write all of this content and put it, let's say, in automated emails. It means your leads and buyers, like they get consistent experience that converts without you repeating yourself 20 times a week. You can still be high touch, like in how you design the experience. I am very high touch on how I design every experience. Automation is equal structure, and structure is equal freedom. It doesn't equal freedom, sometimes in terms of like movement. If I see like in the feminine, like having freedom, I imagine like moving however I want. But like for me, if I'm very honest with you, like to be able to move however I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I want to feel like I don't need to be there for the sale. No, I don't need this. I don't need this because I have system in place that ensure that I'm making sales all the time. Let's do number 5. You need boundaries. You need boundaries. Okay. You need boundaries with your energy and with your output, what you put outside. You can't scale if your business depends on how you feel that day. And I'm going to be very clear with you because a lot of the time I had discussion with clients in the past that were like, oh yeah, but at the moment I'm so tired, or I'm so this, and like, okay, whatever, I'm going to like push, I'm going to do it. And honestly, there are seasons in your life where you feel like pushing and you feel like, oh my God, I just want to work until 11 p.m. Let me do it. Yes, fucking do it. I love it. But there are seasons in your life where this is not going to be possible for you. You're not going to have the energy. You're not going to want this. And if you haven't set up anything, you're going to feel empty. Your bank account is going to also be empty. But when you have this energy, this burst, and you're like, oh my God, I want to set up all of the stuff. I want more. Yeah. When you are in this, set up the back end of your business in prevention of when you want to have another baby, you want to have maternity leave for 3 months, you want, or 6 months, you want to go travel, you want to go back to your home country if like me, you're an expat, and take care of your parents, of your family, of someone. Yes, but all of those things needs to be planned in advance. Your energy isn't the fuel, okay? It's a driver. It's a driver. And you protect it by building systems that carry the weight when you want to reset, when you want to rest, when you want to digest, when you want to redirect what you're doing, when you want to refine some stuff that you are doing in your business and you're like, oh yeah, but I need to still keep delivering this, for example. What about it being all in the back end so you can focus on this new project? Because you are an entrepreneur, your business is not going to look like it's looking now in a year. I can promise you. Your sales system is your permission slip to stop hustling. Hustling is cool for as long as you want to hustle. I cannot say don't hustle or do hustle because honestly I'm really in tune with everyone having different type of energy because I have different types of energy from today to tomorrow. But like sometimes I love hustling. I love a good 12 hours day sometimes because everything is pouring out of me and I'm just like I just want to dump it out of me because today I have so much energy. And some days I am lying on my bed and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot do anything, which is completely fine because I have systems. So it is your permission slip to do it like you want, but also to be smart, a smart CEO, okay? Because you're already a badass, you're already building wealth, you're already building a legacy, something that you want to show your kids, to show your family, and inspire them on like how you can run a business by yourself, doing like amazing things that you absolutely love and show other people like, look, it's possible. And I'm not magic. I know that you have this in you, even if you're not a business coach. Like everything that you do is inspiring other people. Okay. And we are elevating ourselves, entire community. Okay. We're not just like upping ourselves in our business. When we do it, like everyone around is also uplifted. So really having system, it's what gives you room to lead your people the way that you want to lead, to create new things, because you can create a new project now, you can create a new offer because this one is going to sell and you have a pathway to upgrade people. All of this without having to do it manually. And if you're ready to stop being the one holding your business together, this is where this shift began. If you want to build a sales system that doesn't depend on how often you post or how available you are, you have to join the First Yes Funnel workshop. It's a 60-minute workshop where I walk you through the exact funnel strategy I use for myself and my clients to create consistent sales, even when you're offline. You will also get inside the First Yes Funnel Planner. Okay, this is to map and organize your funnel step by step because I know some of you are going to be overwhelmed. So this is a very easy way for you to do it step by step. You will have access to the Hell Yes Offer Audit. This is my own audit system for my offers to make sure your offers is actually they are ready to convert. You will have a plug and play 7 email swap file. These are 7 key emails, the exact one that I use and that my clients have also used in the past. So it's proven to work. So you're not starting from scratch. You can also like build up your own 7 emails and explain everything about how to do this. But this is going to teach you how to have a new follower coming in, having a freebie, from this perfect freebie that they will have, having the perfect automation. I explained to you customization with behavior-based funnel as I talked already in this episode with you. And so you're going to understand all of this in a language that you can actually understand. And you will have access to a bonus live Q&A call with me or the replay where I answer real strategy questions from real business owners, like everyone who is going to ask the question. Even if you can't make it live, like I will send a form out, you can ask your questions and I will take the time that needs to be taken to answer all of the questions that are in this call. This isn't just about building a funnel, if I'm honest. Like this is about you being like a badass business owner, a badass CEO that you are, and setting up your funnel, setting up your system, setting up your backend to actually the future for actually everything that is going to happen. Okay. And to scale your business, obviously. It's about really building the right funnel. Okay. Not every funnel is going to work. And I'm going to teach you exactly what I've seen in the last 5 years of doing funnels, what is working and what is not working. So your best fit clients, they say yes faster. This is the perfect funnel if you feel that you have sometimes a follower coming in and they don't buy anything from you. Once you have this in place, you will have people that go straight from follower into buyer and then into upgrading into your high ticket offer. This is for you if you want to have a business selling all the time without you being the engine 24/7, relying on your energy. You can go straight for signing up to gwenferreira.com/workshop and sign up to grab the limited time bonus code. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to Smart Women Don't Sell 24/7, their system do. If you don't, being the engine, and you are ready to become the woman who leads a real business, hit subscribe and share this with someone who needs to hear this too. Bye everyone, and I see you in the workshop.